Hello. All right, let's get right into your reading. All right, Happy New Year. You may hear me say that until um, the beginning of spring, kind of on and off, because some people celebrate the beginning of spring as the new year. So you may hear me say that. So, or at least pick back up the beginning of spring, because some people do celebrate that is their new year, right? So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's see what this first card brings for everybody. Divine feminine energy. All right, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. All right, we got divine feminine energy. Okay, let's see what that card is in preparation for this full moon. So first, this reading is for the 5th of January through the 12th of January. So divine feminine energy, right? The divine feminine is receptive, is creative, is empathetic, emotional. In her highest aspect, she represents collaboration, nurturing, sharing, birthing, inclusiveness, and vulnerability in perfect harmony with the world around her. So drawing this card can indicate that more of the divine feminine energy is required for your current situation or relationship to thrive. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's do it. All right, this reading is for my Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's get right into it. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your card. I'm talking to you wherever Pisces is in your birth chart. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to try to keep it short and sweet. Try to keep it short and sweet. Keep the vibrations high here. Try to keep your vibrations high here. New year. People are still trying to get settled into this year of 9, 2025. 2025. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. This is a year of creativity, the year of rebirth, right? All right. So somebody is bringing you some news. Somebody is bringing you some news very, very soon of something, right? Here we have the Magician card. So the Magician card connects us with Mercury. Mercury is the messenger planet. So a message is coming to you. A message is coming to you about something, right? Very, very soon. Somebody has some ideas about some things, right? Here we have, and it's coming from a soulmate. It's coming from a soulmate. It's coming from a soulmate. Soulmate is not always romantic. Soulmate could be a really, really good friend, like your souls have traveled lifetimes together. That's what it feels like. It just feels like a safe space, for you, to talk, to be an open book, right? Especially after you have already left behind a lot of distractions, So this Fool card connects us to Uranus. Uranus is the planet of, innovation. It's a planet of sort of marching to the beat of your own drum, liberation, freedom, from something, right? But something is somebody is delivering a message to you about a soulmate is coming your way. So maybe somebody has been praying for a soulmate, somebody that is a very nurturing spirit, maybe coming across your path that's going to help you to leave behind a lot of distractions and help you to move on. So that's always helpful. And the reason why this is going to be especially helpful getting in preparation for this wolf moon is because a lot of people look at wolves as like, we know that wolves travel in packs, right? But people look at wolves as like in a negative sense, like that person's a wolf in sheep's clothing. But the wolf, when we're talking about duality, just the nature of a wolf, and people we'll get more in depth in it on the other side. We're doing the prediction videos on the Patreon side for those of you all who are over there. Is a guardian of family, tribe, activism, ritual. The healthy side of wolf energy is it expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching. And so somebody is going to help you, to kind of sort of like, like I said, divine feminine energy is going to really help you, you know, on your journey. Soulmate energy is really going to help you, you know, on your journey. If you're open to it, you know, if you're open to it. And so, yeah, let's start with the 6 card spread here. If you're open to leaving behind all of the distractions, if you're open to leaving behind all of the distractions, they don't mind being an open book to you. If you're open to leaving behind all of the distractions, right? Here we have the 6 of Wands here. It'll kind of help you get back, put you back on center stage, you know, a little bit. Yeah, kind of put you back on center stage a little bit, right? Here we have the 2 of Wands. It's one energy in particular that you won't have a problem leaving behind, right? But it's another one where you may be a little, not really sure, you know, maybe still a little question, you know, maybe still a little bit of question there for you. Because there could be some friction there. It could be some confusion. When I say friction, it could be a little bit confusing, you know, there for you. Because it could be a karmic tie there. And so karmic relationships it can be confusing because it may not be bad, but it may just be confusing, right? Like, it's almost like leaving behind something is like, well, it's not really that bad. So it's bearable, but it's not, it's like, it is necessary that you move on from it. Like, if in order for you to stay focused, you don't need any distractions whatsoever for the journey that you're on. Like, if you want the whole world, you know, like, if you want to say, okay, you want to travel, you want to, you know, if you want your motivation to change, you want to, you know, talking about your spirit, like something you want to do, like with your group of energy, your motivation is going to be changing significantly, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. You want your messages to get out. And so I do see a soulmate coming in. You working with someone, and your messages are getting out to the world. I see this global message getting out to the world. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. So let's see what else we got going on here. Going on here. Yep. So talking to you wherever Pisces is in your birth chart. So yeah, so you want to know what your purpose is. You want to know what your MCIC is. You want to know where you're going. You want to know what your north node is, right? A lot of people, when they're kind of sort of like knowing what their purpose is, like they want to know what their life path number is, they want to know what this is. You really want to study your birth chart. You really want to know, you know, who your tribe is, like where you're supposed to be, like really where you're supposed to be, so you'll know where your soul fits. And so I do see somebody kind of like back, like I said, back on center stage again. Head in the books. You have a lot of ideas, a lot of studying, a lot of, you know, you meeting your people, you know, your group, you know, those energies, right? Yeah. So we have the Fool card upright, Fool card in reverse. Right, Fool card upright, Fool card in reverse. So what's interesting about that, and then we got the Fool card again, right? So, and upright again, that's what we Joker card. So what's interesting about this is that, so there's 3 energies here, right? Out of the 3 energies, it's okay, because it looks like it gives the impression that it's 2, right? But it's actually 3, and the spirit in the middle there, that's the spirit of confusion, which is the devil, right? The author of confusion, which is the devil, which is right there in the middle. So I do see you moving on from both energies just so you can stay focused, right? But it's still just that, maybe that lingering of confusion there, like, okay, did you make the best decision? The answer will be yes. Because something about what you have in terms of your purpose is global. Something that you have in your purpose is global, and that's what Source is trying to get you to do, is like focus on your purpose. Because somebody's world has been turned upside down. Your purpose is global. So something you're doing, Source is like your spirit Spirit has been turned upside down. So now, so it's saying, okay, you know, that's how you're going to save yourself. That's how you're going to save yourself. You're trying to create something. Source is saying something in 2024 for you, like turn somebody on their head, like literally turn somebody on their head. That's why maybe now you're just kind of slowing down while Uranus is retrograde, just kind of slowing down before you're closing out a cycle. That's why somebody's like, okay, you're not going to just rush and close out a cycle. You're just taking your time, taking it all in, closing out a cycle, getting your downloads and your messages, really understanding with how powerful divine feminine energy is, right? Just taking it all in, right? Making sure you don't return back to distractions. That's what you're saying. You're not returning to distractions, right? You're just taking it all, you're slowing down, not just going along with just the flow, right? Yeah. So scales from your eyes have been removed. You're awake, right? You're vibrating high, because that would be the devil card in the minor arcana, right? You have all the information that you need, you know, and you're moving on, right? Somebody has an overseer, a loved one on the other side, watching over you, you know, protecting you from something, right? You're getting back to work, you know, so somebody's a hardworking person, right? Working behind closed doors. You are, you know, somebody just doesn't want like a bunch of distractions behind closed doors. You know, you're just kind of sort of like I said, you know, in your high frequency at home. Somebody's in your high frequency, something just, you know, so here we have the King of Hearts here. I mean, King of Cups, King of Hearts, King of Cups. Yeah, so somebody just doesn't want to go back into just a lot of distractions, which is a good idea. You don't want to go back into a lot of distractions, right? So, yeah. So a message is coming to you. A message is going to come to you. A lot of ideas about a lot of things, right? So stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Somebody could have, looking at this Four of Wands here. So 11, right? 11 we know is a master number, right? So 11 would be like you're becoming enlightened about something. You're becoming enlightened about something that was very dark. You're becoming enlightened about something having to do with three energies. Something having to do with three energies. Becoming enlightened about something having to do with three energies, right? They could have been people that you work with. It could have been your neighbors. It could have been whoever, you know. Something is coming to you. Some information is coming to you. Oops. Information is going to come to you. And however it travels to you, it could travel to you in a physical form. It could travel to you in a dream state. However it travels to you, you want to you want to journal. However it travels to you, you want to journal. You want to journal it. You want to journal it. Yeah, because everything has a life cycle. This is number 3. 3 looks like lips, like born to something, some kind of something inspired something, right? So everything has a life cycle, right? And the more it's talked about, the more it, you know. So like I said, cycles of birth, growth, decay, death, rebirth, so on, so forth. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, something about, you know, something about you, you just, it's something about, excuse me, just you being on your own spiritual journey and just knowing who source is, you know, inside of you, right? Here we have the, Yeah, and you focusing on your legacy and, you know, those kind of things, and just kind of sort of knowing your worth and knowing your value. So some things are coming to you. So something is closed out. Yeah, something is closed out. You just know your worth and you know your value. You know your worth and you know your value. Yeah, so you know your worth and you know your value. So something is coming, something is going to come to you. So anyway, let's close this out. Let's go ahead and close this out. But yeah, something as far as what you're doing is global. Something what you're doing is global. That's what you want to focus on. Like for the last, between the numbers 1 through 8, you can look at it like the last 8 years. When we come back, when we get close to this first quarter moon in Aries, and it's a total recall, when you start thinking about your purpose, like something that you're gonna start thinking about, like you may not have been journaling for 8 years or the last 8 years, but something that you're gonna start thinking about is like, you know what, something you've been passionate about for a long time, and it's like something that's just been tugging at you for a long time, like you just could not, something about it, you just couldn't let it go. You were something passionate about it. Like you woke up, you thought about it. It's like, you know, well, I wish I could do that. I wish I could, if I could make a living doing it, I would do that. That's what I would do. Like but once you started believing in source in you, like when you start saying, okay, if nobody else believed in me, but a source believed in me, you know, that's when things start kind of taking off. When you start changing how you talked about it, you're like, okay, let me go to the rebirth side, right? Something, right? So yeah. So yeah, it's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. Yeah. There's some kind of, you know, when you start having these dreams and downloads, and you start believing in those dreams and those downloads and the, you know, start dreaming bigger. Something just feels like, you know, starts dreaming bigger for you. Yeah, here we have 45. Somebody could be a singer. Somebody could be getting back to something. Somebody just been believing in something. You could be a musician. Something about you just got to be around the, you know, the people that you've been wanting to, you know, something is coming to somebody. I don't know what the something is, but it's something you've been praying for. So congratulations in advance, whoever you are. Whoever you are. Something is coming to somebody. So I don't know who you are, but sending good energy your way. Is this like somebody just need to be around? You just need to be around energy that's going to nurture that. You don't need to be around toxicity. You need to be around energy that's going to nurture your purpose. They don't see you as competition. They're going to just nurture your purpose. So, and like I said, I see something is going global. Something is going global. Somebody, you know. Somebody talk to somebody to talk to somebody to talk to somebody. Somebody talking. Somebody's lips moving. Ooh, that's why I always say people talking about people is not always a negative, right? So yeah, so source is cooking up something for you. Source is cooking up something for you. Yep, source is cooking up something for you to stop the nightmares. You just never, I mean, Like when you just hear people's stories and like how stuff comes about, you just be like, wait a minute, what? Yeah. Yeah, so you don't want to invoke nightmares. Like some source, it's like when you talk about creating something like creativity. It's something like source is cooking up something for you. Yeah, source is cooking up something for you. Something is happening, you know, for you. Source is cooking up something for you. But yeah. Source is cooking up something for you, so some kind of message is coming to you. Here we go. Some kind of message is coming to you. So sit down and carefully vet your thoughts from your throne. Right? So you can Start thinking about thriving, not just being survival mode. Here's a death card. So you can go get to the rebirth side. People can either think about death or you can think about rebirth. What's the rebirth side look like? Okay, what you didn't know before, what you now you know. Okay. Think about the rebirth side. What's the rebirth? What's the other side look like, right? So somebody may have a clothing line in them. Somebody for real may have a clothing line in them. Somebody may have always been this like fashionista. Like okay. This is what I'm seeing for somebody, right? And it keeps coming up in a lot of people's readings. Every reader reads however they read, right? Everybody reads however they read, right? So there's no, everybody reads however they read. So there's no, competition. Everybody, if you've been following my channel, then you know how I read. But when I look at this right here, the 8 of coins right here, and like you think about like this fabric like weaving together, and you think about all of this, like this air here, like talking and all of this. When you're talking to people, there are people who are like, wheels are turning. Like, okay, these people are creative. Like, this one can do this. 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 This one can do that. And we put all of this together. Like when people come from really creative families and you have somebody that's like putting some structure to some stuff. Like somebody's like, okay, we're gonna put all of this together and we're gonna add some structure to it. Like everybody is winning because somebody decided they're gonna add some structure to it. Because this one over here is easy to receive these kind of downloads for this one. It's easy to receive this kind of download for this one. It's easy to receive this kind of download for this one. It's easy to receive this kind of download for this one. Everybody in their own lane, but everybody's receiving their downloads easy because that's their lane they're supposed to be in, right? So that's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do. That's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do. So. And that's the power of divine feminine energy, right? That's the power of, because the other side of that, and that's how people find that's the light side of wolf energy, right? Because wolf energy, just in general, is a guardian of family, tribe, activism, ritual, right? Right. So just kind of sort of that protection, of that. So the wolf energy gets in trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow, suit, in a parent's footsteps. It's like everybody's supposed to be following one energy. No, it takes somebody from the outside on the light side of wolf energy to say, no. This one has this, and it's like this comes to this energy like it's like flowing water. This gift comes to this one like flowing water. This gift comes to this one like just flowing water. This one comes to this one like flowing water. This one comes to this one like flowing water. But if everybody work together on their own path, together, collaborating, powerful. 22, I am aligned, right? So you are in possession of incredible creative powers. It is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. All right, that's what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.